You know, it's interesting, Kyle, just to bring up once again here, that Fournette getting released and then went through waivers completely. The Jaguars had a shot at Mahomes and Watson, too. Just like the Bears, and the Bears getting so much grief. I just don't know if, again, Chicago's a different media market than obviously Duval County. But would the Bears take Fournette, do you think? What do you think?
I don't think so. It's fascinating to me, man, Rich, that Fournette is sitting at home right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The guy had more yards than Dalvin Cook last year. He's 25. I think he's one of the 5 or 6 best college running backs I've ever seen. What he did to Auburn on that Saturday was a hilarious display. And he's been productive, and now nobody wants him. I don't think the Bears are interested because I don't think the Montgomery injury is that bad, and I think they're going to do some creative things in the meantime, and I just don't think they're into that business. These running backs, man, if Leonard Fournette was around in 1991, he'd be getting 30 carries a game and all the money in the world, and he'd be celebrated. And now unless you do crazy, magical things like McCaffrey or Derrick Henry, it's just not happening. And all these guys, Saquon, Nick Chubb, all these guys coming down the pipe, Kamara, obviously, the teams are looking at them like, yeah, we just saw a Super Bowl in which the 2 running backs were Damian Williams and Raheem Mostert. So we're just getting a little cramp in our check-writing hand right now, and I get it.
But now that he's gone through waivers, he is, one would say, dirt cheap. You know who would take? I think should take him. Steelers. Steelers should grab him right now.
I love it.
Steelers should grab him, and
Tomlin
should have him split carries with him. Exactly. I mean, the Titans already have Derrick Henry, and that I don't know. Maybe I guess that he could take the carries from Henry to make sure he doesn't get. But Henry's the type of guy is like, give me that 20th, give me that 30th carry because I'm tougher. And you're weaker because I've given you all I've gotten for 20, and I'm going to get stronger now. That Fournette, to me, in Pittsburgh, when it's going to get cold, and you need to make sure that Big Ben isn't throwing it 70 yards in the air and it's touchdown, and all of a sudden they're back on the field against the Ravens, right? Or if Big Ben isn't, if Big Ben does suffer the same fate as, say, Eli and then Phillip last year, and that's the 2 quarterbacks he's associated with for good reason. They drafted together. That there is a diminishing return factor for Ben, certainly coming off of that injury. Fournette with Connor and the rest of that crew, that's the old school Steelers stuff with the new school stuff that they're doing in that defense. I think Fournette would put them in a great spot, and I think the fan base would go crazy for it. That's where I'm going with him.
Can I tell you something, Rich?
Please.
We're getting to the point of the year where we start to make your divisional predictions, your Super Bowl prediction, all that stuff. I got a special feeling about Pittsburgh this year. I'm in. I'm going to go big on Pittsburgh in my predictions.
When is that,
I
next
think
week?
They're going to do really special things.
Is that next week? For next week, you're keeping that?
Yeah, we usually. Well, I mean, on Good Morning Football, we do it the day of kickoff, so it'd be next Thursday. We come out and we say this team's going to win, and I very well may come out in a Roethlisberger or T.J. Watt jersey that day. I think they're going to
All right, that's what we call a tease.